Welcome to the tutorial for the technical analysis research tools available from ALPARI UK. This is an integral part of ALPARI UK's new website and is delivered in cooperation with Trading Central, an award-winning financial analyst whose clients include most of the top 50 investment banks. Accessing the information is easy. You're currently looking at the home page for the ALPARI UK website. The research can be accessed on the Research tab right here, labeled ALPARI Research. Let's click on this tab and I'll show you where you can find a lot of information you can really use as an analyst and trader. The information we'll be using is right here under the Technical Reports link. Logging in is easy. All you need to do is use your username and password that you would use for your live MetaTrader 4 trading application. I've already input my information. All I need to do is click the login button to get access to the other technical reports. All of ALPARI's website visitors and demo account holders get free access to a 30-day demo subscription to the daily Forex newsletter from Trading Central with an outlook for 6 of the major currency pairs. It's a great way to get a taste for the kind of extensive research and information you can get from ALPARI. From here, traders can get access to the most recent research, including technical breakouts available for each of the major currency pairs. ALPARI Live account holders get unlimited access to the daily Forex newsletter as well as real-time trading signals streamed through the MetaTrader 4 application. Over 2,000 technical reports per day with timely market commentary, second opinions, candlestick patterns, and pattern recognition. Let's take a look at one of these research reports in a little bit more detail. You can see the top of the list here is the dollar-yen intraday. The last trade price is 97.35 when the report was issued. We can dig into some of the details by clicking on the link for the title. Right at the top of the report we have some information about the strength of the current trend, the one-week trend, the one-month trend. You get a lot of information about what's going on the currency pair itself, where its pivot points are, and from an analytical perspective what kind of entry positions are being looked for, and how those relate to support and resistance. All of that information is also reflected on the chart itself. For very visual investors and chartists, this makes it extremely convenient to be able to use and analyze the information. Returning to the technical research homepage again, you can see that there are ways in which we can organize this information and look for the kinds of signals we're interested in, as well as technical alerts and candlestick patterns. For example, let's say that we're particularly interested in something in reports relative to the euro. We can type EUR in the ticker and then search for that. As you can see, this has narrowed our results to just that currency pair that we're interested in. The columns on the right-hand side allow us to adjust our search results to account for a stronger trend on the weekly basis, to look for reports that reflect a change in that trend, monthly trend, or a change in the monthly trend. Back to the technical reports homepage, you'll notice that if we scroll down below the technical analysis reports, we can get alerts for technical breakouts such as moving averages, MACD, Bollinger Bands, RSI oscillators, and volume. Below that, we can get a lot of information and signals about candlestick patterns. So for example, here you can see the pound dollar, a candlestick pattern called a hammer, when that occurred, what kind of chart periods were being used, so in this case one-day chart periods, and what's the opinion or the bias for the resulting breakout, to the upside, to the downside, or flat. Forex traders are fully aware of the importance of intermarket analysis, and there are reports available on other capital markets as well. For example, the Commodities tab will give us a selection of reports available on the major commodities. These include very important commodity contracts from the perspective of a Forex trader, like spot gold. Just as there are specific currencies that are very sensitive to changes in the commodities market, gold specifically, there are currencies that are sensitive to changes being made in the equities or the stock market. So for example, we can see the volatility indexes for both the S&P 500, the VIX, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the VXD, and see what direction is volatility in equities expected to go, how significant is that trend as represented by the arrows, what kind of a change in that trend has occurred over the last week or even over the last month. This information can be used to try to find opportunities and to get a better grasp on what's going on in the market environment relative to those currencies, including the dollar or the yen, that may be very sensitive to those kinds of changes. Overall, the Technical Reports section of the ALPARI UK website is a great resource for analytical ideas and explanations for what's going on in the market from a technical perspective.